So we're going to start doing some stretches now. You know, stretching is really important during our pregnancy, and we can do these through the first, second and the third trimester. Your body's going through lots of stresses now and lots of changes, and you might be feeling aches and pains that you're not used to. So it's really, really good to just take it back and sit down and just be present in the moment and just stretch. So if we just take our legs crossed, we can sit however is comfortable for us, but try and make sure that we're on our sitting bones and we're not slouching like this. We're sitting up nice and tall, pulling those shoulders back, and let's take some nice deep breaths in. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Feeling our chest expand as we take that air in. And deflate as we breathe out. Now, with today's stretching, if at any point you want to pause the video and just take a little bit longer with each movement, that's fine. You don't need to do it entirely all the way through. Stretching is very unique to yourself and it can change from day to day. Just say with our fitness levels, some days you might feel like you need a longer stretch, other days you might not. So remember, at any point in this video, if you need to just pause it, then that's fine. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take our shoulders up and back, up and back. Keep elongating through that spine, don't let that drop. Bring it up and back, just rotating those shoulders. We can carry a lot of stress through our shoulders and upper back, especially during pregnancy. Remember, you've got a lot more weight on the front now, obviously the weight of the baby and growing breasts, and it can really take its toll up here. And then the other direction, rolling those arms forwards. Again, sitting up nice and tall, we're just going to drop the head down to the side. You don't need to force this, just let the weight of the head naturally drop down. And on the other side, slowly changing. Taking it back. Going back to neutral, just sitting on, we can just drop our head down, keeping that body upright. We don't want to roll down with it, keeping that elongating through the spine, dropping the head down, and then bring it up. We're not looking all the way up, just go back to normal. Taking it down. This time we're going to put one hand on the floor, we're going to take our arm up and we're going to lean over the arm that's here, can bend, and we can reach. I'm going to feel this stretch all the way down the side. When the stretches, you should feel them, but they shouldn't be uncomfortable. If they are, then you just need to ease out of it a little bit. And the other side, lean it over. Again, just checking in, making sure that we're sitting on those sitting bones and like sitting nice and tall. We're going to take our arms, imagine we are giving someone a big, big hug. Dropping our head down into our chest, and then just like, imagine we're hugging someone, just pulling it nice and wide. Just holding that. You should feel at the back, your shoulder blades separate. holding that for as long as feels comfortable for you, and then we can start to rotate from side to side, still sitting upright. And then holding it on one side. And then taking it to the other side. Relaxing, pulling those shoulders back. This time we're going to take our arms behind. Now you can literally just put your hands on the floor, pull those shoulder blades together and squeeze those shoulder blades. Or if you feel comfortable, you could actually lift those arms, elevate them a little bit, whichever feels best for you. But this time we're squeezing those shoulder blades, feeling that stretch all across the front of our chest. And relax. Remember, you can hold these stretches for as long or as little as you like, and that might change as the days go on, maybe as the weeks and months go on as well. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take our legs out in front. Now, depending on the type, at what point of pregnancy or at what trimester, you might need to open those legs a little bit more just to accommodate baby. You don't want them to go excessively wide, just enough if your bump is quite big to accommodate the baby. We're just going to sit upright. You can support your body now with your hands on the floor, and what I want you to do is pointing the toes, feeling that stretch all up front of the legs, and then coming up, and then this time imagine you're pulling your toes as close to your body. So you can hold these stretches for up to 30 seconds if it feels comfortable for you. And slowly, when you're ready, if you bring one foot in and bring it in nice and close to you, leaving one leg out. What we're going to do is we're going to reach down towards our toes. If we can grab our toe, then perfect. But don't be sludging into it, and don't bend the leg to touch the toe. What we want is a good posture, hinging over from the hips, keeping that leg straight. So if holding onto your leg is enough for you there, then let's hold it there. If you can grab hold of your foot, then do so. Remember, everybody's flexibility is different. And again, we're just going to hold that stretch for as long as feels comfortable for you. If at any point any aches or shakes happen within the muscle, which is more than just obviously a good stretch, then we do need to ease out of it. Slowly, when you're ready, I'm going to switch sides. The other leg would go out and this one would come in. And again, leaning over, going as far as comfortable for yourself, keeping that leg straight and maintaining a nice posture. Easing out of it. Bringing those legs in front of us, we are now going to take one leg on top of the other. It's going to be near your knee, and it's around like that ankle is going to be on. We're going to hold on so support ourselves at the back, tipping our hips under, and we're going to let this knee drop down to the floor. You're going to feel the stretch lower down through the side of the leg into the bum cheek. This could be giving you quite a bit of problems through pregnancy. It's quite well known for this muscle to get tight. If you feel comfortable, you could emphasise this a little bit by lifting up, but that's not necessary. It depends on everybody's flexibility. Maybe you could scooch under a little bit more. And it's all dependent on you and how you're feeling. It may change through the trimesters, it may change daily. And then slowly coming out of that position. If you need to, you could move the leg with the hand and then switching over. Remember again, ankle over the knee, dropping that knee down again, bring the hips under, dropping that knee. You should feel that stretch going down. You might feel it more on one side than the other. That's perfectly normal and fine, but it's really good to stretch them both. And relax. Again, if you need to, you can lift that leg. And just to finish, we're going to do child's pose. So always taking your time as you manoeuvre around. And again, so we're going to sit back onto our legs. Now again, we may need to open these legs a little bit if to accommodate our bump. And what we're going to do is we're going to lean forwards, walking the hands down and getting into this position. Now it's really nice to be able to put our head on something. So if you can't get your head on the floor, you could put one fist there or two, and you could rest like this. You could also pop yourself a pillow there, or if you have a yoga block, if you've got them. Just sitting back and relaxing. And just breathing in this position. Remember, you can be here for as long as you feel comfortable. At any point, if you need to pause the video and just focus on that stretch, then that's fine. When you're ready, lifting up, imprints from the floor on my forehead. So that completes your stretches for your pregnancy. These are suitable through the first, second and the third trimester. Remember to hold them in as long as feels comfortable for you.